I don't know if I like that. How about this? Oh shit, that's good too. Wait a minute. Oh damn, that's really good. Shit. 6 people in here. Oh damn. I'm in the car. Cause let me just show y'all. We got some dog training going on. Buenos días, ¿qué pasa, pues? Dímelo. Wifey is doing, so in Finland, like, just to let everybody know, to start off the conversation, we're in Finland. We moved here permanently. We're no longer in New York City. I feel like I always have to say this just in case people don't know. One of the things is kind of weird, not weird, but like normal things that you're supposed to do is the law here in Finland. So, you know, you get a dog and you're like, oh, I got a new dog, it's puppy, oh my God, so cute. I'm gonna show it to do this. I'm gonna feed it the best foods, and I'm gonna do this and that and third. You have to do that in Finland. It's the law. If you buy a dog in Finland, not only does it have to come from like a legit certified breeder, there's no like, okay, I'm not the ambassador of Finland. I don't know for sure if there's dog pounds here. But I know there's no stray dogs walking around. There's no homeless people here either. But I'm almost positive there's no dog pound here. And it's like 90% dog breeders here, like certified, like they like super strict. So if you buy a dog in Finland, you have to get it checked out 1,000,000 times. You have to get one of those microchips in it. You know, the one that you got when you got the COVID shot. And you got to go to like 1,000,000 dog training classes. You can't, it's just how it is. Am I with a black woman? Well, she sure as fuck acts like one. So Roxy is 6 months old yesterday, and she has to go to like a dog class every Sunday at 6 p.m. That's just how it goes. You can't just, it's not like in the States where your homie's neighbor friend gets you a puppy to the house and now you just let it eat your leftover breakfast and then just like show it how to sit one time and then that's it. That's your dog. That's not, nope. You got to get that. You got to get certifications, certificates, tons of paperwork. I mean, the dog has a passport. My dog has a passport. And it has a microchip in it. And every time you take a dog to the vet, they have a scanner to scan to make sure it has a chip in it. If not, you can get a humongous fine or arrested. So let me show y'all one more time. We're at the dog training right now. It's beautiful outside. The sun isn't going to go down till 8 p.m. That just started like 3 weeks ago. And it's the beginning of, I don't know, the Arctic northern, I don't know what the name is in the Arctic Circle of this country of Finland, but it's the beginning stages of daytime going all the way till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Which I'm down. Like, I'm down. So We went from only having like 4 or 5 hours of sunlight. I think it went from like 9 a.m. to like, no, 9-ish a.m. or 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. Like only like 4 hours of sunlight to now we're gonna have sunlight in this bitch. We're only gonna have like 4 hours of nighttime. So that's nice. Helsinki nightlife is crazy. Okay, have fun with the Helsinki nightlife. I'm sure it's not crazy. Helsinki's a nice little city. Listen, when I talk to y'all about Finland, I have to let you guys know I love Finland. This is the best country I've ever lived in. It's the best area I've ever lived in. It's the best culture I've ever dealt with in my life. But I just moved here from New York, and I'm gonna keep it a buck all the time with you guys. Helsinki's small. Helsinki is small. I'm in my 40s. I've dealt with my 20s and my 30s nightlife all throughout the States, including New York City. So nothing impresses me anymore. Plus I was a DJ for like multiple different hip hop radio stations from the age of 18 till like 33. So nothing impresses me when it comes to nightlife anywhere anymore. Does Finland impress me in a multitude of other things? 100%. 100%. But I'm not gonna like, you dealt with a black woman? Have I dealt with one? I don't, like, what does that mean? Like, have I dealt with, like, has she given me a hard time? Fuck yes, I guess. Like, yeah. Are you asking me if I've dated, like, listen, you name the color, I've been there, done that, okay? I've been there, done that, okay? But my current preference is my wife. You ask me what my preference is, that's my wife. That's what it is. But if you were asking me like, what kind of different kinds of women I've been with, no, sure, like yeah, I've dated black people in my, I've dated Asians, Mexicans, I've dated all the kinds. But I don't. Is that where you're going with this question? Because I have no idea. Have you dealt with a black woman? It's fun, right? Tesla stock on fire right now. Okay. I've never liked Teslas. They're cheap cars. Cheap cars. It's the same thing with cats. I'm assuming it's the same thing with cats. I don't think Finland discriminates. I feel like this country is a very animal loving type of country. It really is. And they go into details with everything to a T. Everything's. I've been living in Finland since the first, like the beginning of late November, like November, December, and the amount of just rules and regulations this country has, it's amazing. And the amount of benefits you get from living here is amazing. I mean, it's one of those things that I wish the States was like this, but it's not. Who's up in here? Brooke, what up? Europe has a better way of living, honestly. Europe does have a better way of living, but it's only because it's easier. It's one of those. It's obviously each country is like the size of Pennsylvania in Europe, so it's easier to maintain. That's not an excuse for the States not having like certain rules and regulations, but I just feel like when you literally take a bunch of handfuls from every freaking culture and you jam it in one area in America, and then you include greed, and then you include genocide and prejudice, race, you include all these evil things into it, it's gonna be a hot mess. America, the United States is literally like, you ever been to a buffet, like at a really awesome casino? Like you ever been like Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut? Like they're technically labeled biggest casinos in the world. Like one casino, right? Their buffets are humongous. And from the outside looking in, it's impressive. Every culture. Am I comparing the United States right now to a buffet? Yes. Bear with me. So when you're like 21 years old and you go to these buffets, you're like, oh my God, you're like a kid in a candy store. It's like, wow, amazing. Biggest buffet I ever went to. It's endless. I can keep going. And then you make your plate and then you sit down and you eat. And it's the crappiest food ever. It's not good. You're paying $50 for this? All you can eat? I can't eat more. That's what the United States is. It's a very impressive buffet when you're in line waiting to get in. And then you get in and you're like, whoa, I don't think I could eat here anymore. What do I do for Finland? I'm unemployed, bro. I'm nothing. I'm unemployed. And I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying that until I am employed again. I love it. I'm unemployed. You know what it is? I was trash for most of my teens, 20s, and then around my mid 30s. And then I met my wife. And then I'll say this. I changed my ways like 2 years before I even met my wife. And then she popped out of nowhere. So I can't technically say like she saved me. You know, I don't advocate women to go out with broke dudes and save them. Go find the guy that's like good, right? Anyways, I'm veering off here. So I became good like a couple years before I met my wife. And that means I was like 33, 34, around that age. And around that age was when I was like, you know what? I'm done with everything. I am not going to party anymore. I'm not going to spend money on crap I don't need. I'm not smoking. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing anything. Sober life for me forever. And I've been like that ever since. And apparently, when you stop doing all these things, that helps you save money. So right now, you're looking at a good 10 years of just living a good, happy, joyful marriage, not spending hardly any money, and just saving. And then we invested in a lot of things. And then my 401k for years was always like, I put like a huge percentage in there. So when we moved to Finland, we looked into our investments. We looked into our 401ks. We looked into the actual money we saved. We looked into the cash money we saved. We looked into everything. And we went to Finland with an idea and a dream, and we're hoping to start this business, our own business, within the year or so. And if it happens, cool. And if it's successful, cool. But in the meantime, we got money to relax. Like, we have a really good amount of money to really chill, enjoy life, and raise our little puppy and our baby Rolly. And also, Finland has so many, like, I'm still on paternity leave. Finland, like, my paternity and my wife's maternity leave when Rolly was born in September only went for 5 months for me and like 6-7 months for her or something like that. And then we moved here and we continued, like Finland continued so our leave is all the way till the next holiday season. So we're getting like, not only do we have a significant amount of savings, but we have like money still coming in. And then we have like our passive income from investments and social media and our savings. And it's pretty legit. Oh, and then when you start your own business in Finland, it's called a private business program, which starts for us in September. And then we also get paid for that. So Finland pays you monthly for a year to start your business. That includes me and her. So we get money from that. So it's like, it's just one of these like countries that, you know, capitalists in the United States hate. They're like, we can't give you guys money. What? Benefits and things for your mental health. Oh, and free healthcare. We don't have to ever worry about doctors, nothing like that. It's everything's pretty. Oh, let me read some comments. I'm over here just great analogy. I know. I'm dumb. I'm literally like the typical dumb American. Yo, bro, what's that Chinese spot you'd always get back in the day in Bama at your apartment? I'm in Bama, so I need the euros. Yo, are you going to where in Bama are you going? Are you going to Huntsville? If you're going to Huntsville, Alabama, then I don't remember the Chinese spot there because there's like so many different ones. I could tell you the Chinese spot I went to when wifey and I. Oh, guys, since there's so many people in here right now, please give me a thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some love. I've been trying to get better at lives, and because we have like 20 people in here right now, hit that thumbs up. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Please do me that big favor, and we'll continue with this live. Yeah, so give me a thumbs up. Oh, I got 3 thumbs up now. Thank you so much. And for anybody that just popped in here, my wife is doing dog training class right now. I'll show you guys. See, she's doing dog training. She's all the way at the end over there. And I'm in the car just waiting for her. So, yeah. So the Chinese spot that I used to go to in Huntsville, when I used to live in downtown Huntsville with the wife, was on Governor's. No, it was on Bob Wallace. Bob Wallace and Jordan, or I don't remember. It's somewhere downtown. I don't remember. But the Euro spot, that's on University. It's called Papa Euros. It's the only Euro spot in Huntsville, Alabama. So Papa Gyro. So that's what it is. Good that you're humble about it. There's that. Nah, man. I don't know if that was sarcasm or not, but I don't think I feel like I'm humble in a lot of things, but when it comes to like awesome benefits that an American like me isn't used to because the United States is horrible with taking care of their own citizens. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking brag about it. I'm gonna brag about all this stuff. I'm gonna rub it in Americans' faces all day, every day, because wow, like the amount of like penny pinching and like haggling back and forth that you have to do with your job in the United States, with health insurance, with the government, with getting your, just anything in the United States is always just like, you got to bob and weave and be sneaky. Here, it's super easy. You get a toothache, go to the closest dentist. It's free. Something wrong with your eye, go to the closest optometrist. It's free. You don't have to like, does this one match my doctor and this one match my insurance? Well, this office matches my insurance, but the doctors that work in that office don't match we don't got to do all that. No copay, no nothing. It's free. Something's wrong with your health, go see a doctor. It's free. So it's just nice to have that finally in your life. And I'm going to always I'm always going to brag about these small benefits of Finland. So, Red Star, what's up? I live in Finland now. Yes, permanently. Are you monetized? Yes, I am monetized. I was monetized prior to 2017, before all the crazy YouTube, all the new rules and regulations went into place around 2017, 2018. So prior to that, I already got certified to monetize my channel. Because now, if you want to get monetized on YouTube, it is unbelievably hard. So I'm grandfathered into the old one. That's the only place I miss, bro. Do I miss NYC? That's the only place I miss. Sofrito's in the building. What's up, man? The Bronx, a home of salsa, hip hop, and sofrito. I do miss NYC. And New York City is the only thing I miss about the United States. It's the only, and it's sad because it low key, it's a facade. It's not real. Like New York City, the whole country, I wish the whole country of the United States of America was like New York City. You know, just public transportation everywhere, all types of cultures everywhere, open-mindedness, good foods, cultures, everything. I wish the whole country was like New York City, but it's not. It's not. And so when people from Europe go on vacation to New York City and they're like, I want the American experience. You're not getting it, sweetheart. You're getting the New York experience. You want an American experience? Go to bumfuck Alabama and go shopping at a Walmart and go to a whole bunch of chain restaurants and get a stupid hotel somewhere in the middle of nowhere. That's the America I know. New York City is not the United States. It's a whole different thing. It is true. Everything here in the U.S. is like an interrogation. You ask one thing, and yeah. You know what else is sad? It's like everybody just wants to listen to what that loudmouth of a president is saying all the time when they're not even understanding. Like when I talk to people here about how my government back home is separating families and mass deporting immigrants and like putting kids in detention camps and all these things, they're just like, what? They have like no idea. They have no idea. So it's the US it puts a lot into perspective when you live outside the country and you're like, what's normal here is like not in the States. So, but you know, no, I left my DJ equipment back at my parents' house. Yeah, I left all that stuff there. Coming to the States in the summer? Don't go, yo. Hawaii. There you go. Go to Hawaii. That's the only place I would go to if I was on vacation and you were to tell me, yo, go on vacation, and it's like I'm going on vacation in May and I'm going to Alabama and New York and stuff in May, but I'm only doing it because my son is 6 months old and I want my parents to have a relationship with my son while he's this small. But if you were to say to me, selfishly, you get a vacation anywhere with just you and your wife, anywhere in the United States, where would you go? And I would say Hawaii, 100%. Hawaii. There's nowhere else I would want to. Like, New York is great, and I love New York City, but it's like, I'm tired of going on vacation to places where I need to, like, do things, you know? Like, I want to go to a resort. I want to lay on the beach. I want to have a pineapple drink with an umbrella in it. I don't want to do anything on vacation. I don't want to. If you were to look at my list of things I'm going to do in 1 week in New York City right now, we literally have to do a million things every day. Because wifey wants to go to Cat's Deli. I want to go to Koreatown for a Korean hot corn dog. A real one, by the way. I know the whole country now has Korean corn dogs everywhere you go. Every small little fucking town in the United States has Korean corn dogs. I'm talking about Koreatown and New York City, where that shit started, yo. I'm going to get that. We have a whole list. Kind of pizza we're getting. Gucci Fritos on 116th in East Harlem. All these places I'm going to eat. Like, I'm excited. I can't wait to do all these things in East Harlem when I go visit New York in May. But like, if you were to ask me what kind of vacation I really want, I want to go to Hawaii. That's what I want to do. Coming to the read that. What made you decide on such a big change? I don't know. I've lived everywhere. Moving to me isn't Like, I guess when people have only lived in one area all your life, and then you're like, I'm gonna move to a different place, that's whatever, people look at it like a big change. It's not a big change. Here's the thing: anywhere you move, work, bills, that's it. Life consists of, I'm gonna go to sleep, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna take care of my family, I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna eat, and we're gonna figure out an activity, and then we're gonna probably go to work, come back, and then do it all over again. That's all life is. Repeat over and over again. And it doesn't matter if you're doing it in Alabama, it doesn't matter if you're doing it in California, it doesn't matter if you're doing it in New York City, it doesn't matter if you're doing it in Europe. Everywhere you go is work, bills, hang out with your family. That's all it is. So for me, when we left the South and moved to New York City, the first month, yeah, it was exciting because we moved to Manhattan. To us, we were, oh, what a big change. But then at the end of the day, it's like I'm working the same butcher job I had down south. I'm still paying the same bills I was paying down south. My environment is slightly different. The culture is slightly different. And then I come to Finland and I'm in like the back end of Europe. Like I'm right next to Russia. I'm a few hours away from Lapland, where all the northern lights are, and the Arctic Circle. I'm damn near Santa Claus. It's the same shit. Everybody's just human. There's no really big change, really. Of course I prefer Finland to the States. If we're talking like mental health and living, first off, Finnish people hate it when I talk so great about this country, because they don't know any better. They don't know. They've never. And I'm not trying to belittle other individuals' struggle. Everybody goes through struggle, whether it's financially, mentally. Everybody goes through their own struggle, and that's important to them. But I feel like Americans go through real horrific struggle, because any type of topic that I've had here since we moved to the States, to Finland, whether it be cost of living, prices of food, healthcare, mental health, what you would get paid at this profession, that profession, it's been an upgrade. Has been amazing. An amazing upgrade. The amount of, like, if something's wrong with you, if you need a therapist, the amount of programs this place has to help you. If something's wrong with you physically, the amount of doctors that you can go see for free can help you. If you can't work for mental health reasons, you can take a year or two off and they'll pay your living and your food. And there's endless programs here in Finland if something's straight up wrong with you. And all they want to do is take care of you. So, yes, in that aspect, is Finland better than the States? Of course. Any Mexican restaurants out there? No. Nope. There technically is. There's not that many. I went to a few, and wow. I would say the worst Mexican restaurants in the United States are like amazing compared to the Mexican restaurants in Finland. Finland doesn't suck for fast food. They suck for not having enough. So yeah, they technically have McDonald's here. It tastes healthier. They have Hesburger, which is like a combination of McDonald's and Burger King. I don't. I think I miss it, but I think it's only because come to Dubai, I'm not going to that slave infested. Didn't y'all trap a whole bunch of Asians and made them like and took away their passports and locked them in for like 20 years to build that city? Like, you guys look at a map of Dubai, Google Map Dubai 2005. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. Now, 20 years later, man, I don't know. I'm just talking shit. I have no idea. I don't know if you guys really enslaved people to stay there and build your city. I have no idea. I'm sure Dubai is cool, but I don't. I go to foodie cities, so I don't know. Am I worried about Russia invading? Bro, I'm from the United States. Bro, move out of the United States for like a year, like to like Europe, and you're gonna see that people don't look at Russia the way the United States looks at Russia. Like the whole, like Europeans, the whole rest of the world looks at the United States the way the way the United States looks at Russia. And you know what's funny? Nobody in Europe ever asks me. Nobody in the world on social media, nobody that's not an American in the whole world on social media has ever commented what you just said. Nobody has ever said, like, nobody from like South Africa, nobody from like Japan, nobody from like Korea, nobody from any country in Europe has ever commented to me, aren't you nervous about living next to Russia? No. Nobody says that. Only Americans ask me if I'm nervous about living next to Russia. When really, the United States is Russia. Nothing's gonna happen, bro. Nothing. Like, if we're talking about invading, USA is the number one invader. They're the main invaded, and they're the ones that are invading everybody. Yes, America is best at invading. Correct. No, I am not planning on moving back to the States. I spent 42 years in the States. I think it's over. There's nothing for me there. I'm good. That smile is cute and sexy. I like your topics. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, he'll get sick of Finland and then come home. Why would I get sick of Finland? What's at home? What's at? I'm at home. My wife's my home. What is in the United States that's like making me be like, oh, dude, I gotta move back, man. They got a new Popeye sandwich, yo. I gotta move back to the States, yo. They got a new Popeye sandwich. Yo, I miss them Checkers fries, yo. Yo, that Pizza Hut deep dish. That Pizza Hut deep dish, though, is banging. But they have Pizza Hut here. They got Pizza Hut here. Yeah, well, I mean, that's also, like, what everybody says, too. Like, nobody... It's funny talking to non-Americans, especially, like, in Europe, about, like, when we're, like, making fun of each other, like, that's all they say. Like, that's like, oh, you're fat, oh, you're, like, gun owners, school shootings, fast food, the president, that's, like, there's no, like, there's, like, you guys can't think of anything else. It's, like, that's the only thing. It's, like, yeah. You know what's hilarious, though? There's fat people here. The amount of times that non-Americans talk about Americans being fat, their country is fat as shit too. They're fat as hell too. And what kills me is like, okay, there's laws in Europe that says you can't have this, that, and the third in your food because that's considered like illegal. And that's why Americans are so fat. You can't have this many amount of fast food places. You can't have chemicals in your food. It has to be like natural, organic, blah, blah, blah. Like there's literal laws in these European countries that you can't eat. Even when you eat fast food here, it's still good for you. Given that, how you still gonna have fat people? So you mean to tell me you're a European in Europe and you fat, but you fat on some, like you ate like good stuff, good healthy fast food, and you fat. It was crazy that like, cause all my life, since I started social media, my non-Americans on social media always talked about Americans are so fat, and then I come to Europe and like, y'all got fat people too. At least we got an excuse. And this is like, my government is in the United States is literally trying to kill me. You know, they literally put chemicals and unhealthy poisons in Popeyes and KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, like all these horrific foods that Americans are literally consuming all the time, addicted to these foods, right? That's like, okay, I get it. That's why they're fat, right? There's reasoning behind the obesity problem, right? But then it's like, what's Europe's excuse? I was thinking in my head, like, damn, I'm a big dude, I'm fat. Like, when I move to Europe, man, I'm gonna be surrounded by skinny folks. Nope. There's fat people everywhere here. And then Finland's funny because everybody's like 6'5". Everybody's super tall. So you got like these tall, what's that monster? Stick man? Not stick. What's that dude that hangs out in the woods and kidnaps kids? Shadow man, stick man, slender man. So we got all these people. We got all these slender man looking Europeans I'm living around with humongous bellies and big old chins like me. But they got like skinny arms and skinny legs because they don't know about strength training. Anyways, let me stop. I'm just veering off. Joint owner, runaways, the best way, let the gray hair top grow. Oh, I'm letting it. This is what it is. I got like a patch. That's all I got, yo. You want me? I should color it in. Hell yeah, but still like to joke around. Looks like he dyed the hair. Oh, you guys I didn't dye nothing, yo. Look at this. I got gray hairs all the way around. Line himself up. No, I don't do none of that. I don't line myself up at all. I don't do any of this stuff. I go, you know what's funny? All my life, I've gone to like Black and Latino barbershops all my life, right? Because I want to get like a low fade, shape up, line up, all that stuff. And they don't have those here. They have them, but every barbershop that cuts the way I like to be cut, like AKA Black and Latino barbershops from back home, are Turkish people, and they don't fuck around, bro. They do straight up. They hot towel, steam. They wrap your whole head around. They put the paper cones in your ear, light it on fire, and like the wax comes out. They hook it up. Turkish. They need to open more Turkish barbershops in the United States. I'm telling you, it's dope. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu salam, okay, blah, blah, blah. Steam them buns on your lap. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, yo. I got 8 thumbs up, yo. Ain't nobody giving me more thumbs up than that? Okay. All right. Hey, it's AnnB82. Welcome to the live. Wifey is in her dog training class still. I'm just waiting in the car, and we're just shooting the shit about. We're making fun of everything. We're making fun of the United States. We're making fun of Europe. We're making fun of everything. We're just shooting the shit, talking trash. So I don't know what everybody's talking about in the comments. Money laundering and winky face, and I have no idea what's going on. But that's nice. Everybody's having their own little conversations amongst themselves. And yeah. Her sister came out too, so I got my wife out there with her sister training Roxy, and it's in a big field. There's no way I can zoom in on them right now. They're super far. Or can I? Can I? Oh wait, I can flip this. Oh, you should say less. There they are. There's Abby, aka Dolce Foodie. Go follow her channel. Oh my God, get out of the way, lady. Get out of the way. There you go. There's the wifey. There's Roxy, my German Shepherd. She's 6 months old. I might have to wrap this live up here, and no, I got time. I got 10 more minutes, I think, because the sun's going down. But I want to thank everybody for coming in here and hanging out with me a little bit. Yo, what up, Valentina? What's going on? But yeah, if you just came in, I'm just in the car waiting for the wife. She's in a training class with the puppy, with Roxy. So, well, I think that's the real reason why we moved to Finland, because, you know, I met wifey on YouTube, obviously, for people that have been watching me for a while. And we created a good friendship for 2 years, fell in love, kept seeing each other, traveling back and forth. Then we got married. She moved to the States officially with me in 2017, I think. And, you know, she moved from Belfast, then back to Finland, then from Finland to the States. And she spent, what, 7 years. 7 years in the United States with me. Alabama, Nashville, Tennessee, Manhattan, New York City. And then when we went through our ups and downs with the pregnancy, having so much trouble with it, we almost gave up. And then Rolly came around, my son. She got pregnant, had him, and let's get out of here. Let's move to Finland. You know, why not? And we up and left everything. We are the king and queen of breaking leases. Credit, breaking leases, all that stuff. Owning a car that you have payments on, all that shit is fake, yo. Don't let it get to you. Like I remember being a kid and being like, I'm gonna get a car when I turn 18 on payments. And my dad would be like, then you're stuck. You're stuck with that car for almost 10 years. I mean, I'm not. If I can't afford it, I'll just sell the car. Then give that debt to somebody else. That's what it is. You better not sign. If you sign that lease, you got to stick with that apartment for a year. No, I don't. I just leave. If I get a job at a different city, I'm leaving. That's it. Big deal. It's fun. Yeah, life should be an adventure, yo. Life should be an adventure. And I left all my debt. Back in the States. Fucking, my son was born. Got me a big ass bill from Tisch Hospital in Manhattan. You got to pay this. Okay. No, I don't. I'm not paying that. Hospital bill? I'm not paying that. I'm good. Man, we went all out too. We got a private room. Go look up Suave Boom on go to my TikTok and look up Suave Boom Baby. I think Suave Boom Baby or Suave Boom Tisch Hospital or Suave Boom Hospital or something. When my son was born, Yo, we signed up for everything. We got the private room. Like, it was like a mini apartment. We got the best doctors, best food. Like, we were on the top floor. Like, everything. We signed up for, and they were like, you know, it's going to cost this. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah. We didn't pay for nothing. We didn't pay for it. We're not paying for my son being born. We're not paying for nothing. We good. You gonna eat that bill up. And they did. I don't pay for no schooling. And I went to school. I went to college. I don't pay for none of that. I anything that has to do with a medical bill, hospital, I don't pay for none of that. I let the credit debt collectors take it, and then all you gotta do is make a quick phone call or write an email. Boom, 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 telling them that you don't agree to this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. They open it, and as soon as you send that email, they close the case. Done. Doesn't affect your credit. You have to, wifey and I did so much research on how to like bamboozle our way through our like humongous amount of debt that we had with like multiple like loans, credit cards, all this stuff. And literally all you got to do is like, she knows the details, but like we showed up in court a couple times when we know the the companies that are suing us aren't going to show up. Done. That's scratched off your credit history. Like we literally had to like sneakily make our credit's great. We're good. We're fine. Everything's done. And our debt's gone. So the United States is such a big scam. I've never paid for any of that stuff. I'm good. And it ain't my fault. You want to give me a credit card? That's on you. You want to give me a 20K cap on an Apple card? You did that. I didn't do that. You know, Delta Airlines gave me a credit card, a platinum or gold something Delta Airlines card, like thousands of. No, okay, that you did that. You thought whatever you saw on my sheet was like approved. I'm gonna use that how I use that. So, yeah, medical bills are cringy, straight up. I don't pay for none of that shit. Here's the thing. I just treat the United States like it's a socialist country, like Finland. I just like, yeah, Finland doing it for free. Doctor's appointment, they doing it for free. So I'm gonna treat y'all like Finland, you know? College is free in Finland. Yeah, we go, it's free in the States too. I just don't pay the bill. Apply? You just apply, man. I never go out of my way to apply for a credit card. They send me letters and notices. You want to apply for this? You want this? You got pre-approved, 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 pre-approved. And then I'm like, damn, I don't got that much money. Well, even if I did at one point, I would rather use your money. So credit cards to me is like, oh, you approved me, you pre-approved me to use your money? Bet. I'll use it. I am all for that. I am all for using other companies' money before I use my own money. And it all worked out. Now I'm in Finland. Debt's wiped clean. Passport's renewed. We're going to go visit in May. And we're going to have a good time. Teach you what? Love from Northern Finland. Been watching you and your wife. Yo, all right. Let me just tell you something. Oni Zukaizi, whatever. I love whenever I get messages, DMs, comments like these from people here in Finland saying they've been, like, I get comments from Finns all the time saying, like, I love your content, but I rarely get comments from Finns saying, hey, I've been watching you since the beginning. And so comments like this, thank you, sir or ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. It feels so cool when I meet Finns that have been watching my content since the beginning, because it's like, damn, like I had viewers up here and I was all the way in the south part of the United States. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, listen. Never don't pay. Yeah, get a credit card. Pay for that shit. Yeah, what are they gonna do? And ain't nobody showing. Listen, nobody's gonna show up and take that ring. Pay with a credit card. And you listen. You don't want to ask me how much I did pay. I paid with a credit card, but I did pay for that ring off. I paid it off. But you don't want to ask me how much I paid for my wife's ring. It wasn't 4K. It was much more. So, yeah. Listen, she is the best thing in my life. So, I'm not saying you should. If you find a ring that you know your significant other is going to love and it costs $500, then do it. Listen, if I bought my wife a $500 ring or even $1,000, like if I bought my wife a $1,000 ring, she would not give a shit. She would love it and wear it all the time. She does not care. She loves cheap shit. She does. She's been the most important thing to me in my life. So when I bought the ring, it wasn't like, let me put on a filter and get the most expensive one. It was literally a ring I saw that represented her and I to a T. And I had to get it. I knew it was the ring I was going to get. And when I saw the price, I was like, damn, that's kind of steep. But I committed to the ring already before I saw the price. So I encourage people to get a ring that wows you for the person that you are and your significant other is, not the price. So buy a ring, not for the price, but for you. Her ring is so pretty and unique. Where did you get it? Etsy. I got it on Etsy. Yeah. And there was like the cool thing about that ring that I got off Etsy. So the engagement band is floral shaped, and then it connects to the floral ring itself, which was a sunflower. So it becomes like one. And there's different levels. You can get like a big diamond, a small diamond, a different kind of diamond. There's different levels of. So you do have like, there technically is like a $2,000 one, and then there was like a $5,000 one and a $10,000 and $15,000. But I don't know how much it is now. I don't know how much my ring is now. I know the worth of it is very high. But yeah, I got it off of Etsy. It was really nice. Yes, the thought. Yep. It's not about the price. It's about the thought and the love. 100%. I agree. Exactly. It could be plastic, and it's about love. Yeah. I don't think that's a Finn thing. I think that's a human thing. You know? Because like I said earlier, if I would have bought my wife a cheap ass ring, but it represented us, she would have loved it regardless. Okay. I think I got to wrap this up because the class is over. They're all coming towards us now. So, thanks so much for all the love, guys. Thank you so much for the good conversation. Thanks for all the joking around, and thanks so much for like being accepting of the jokes. Like I joke around about Finns, I joke around about America, I joke around about me, I joke around about everybody, and that's just who I am. That's how I've always been. But it's been a while, so I definitely want to do more lives. But I'll check in with you guys in a few days, and I'll do another live. Listen, I haven't posted that many foodie videos because I'm on a diet. It's Lent. You know I'm on a diet when there's no videos coming in regularly. So anyways, thumbs up the video if you like it. Thumbs down if you don't. Comment, subscribe. And we will see y'all on the next video. All right, y'all. Peace.